Walvis Bay is a successful town surrounding a natural lagoon wedged between the ocean and a sandy desert. The most affluent people live and relax next to the lagoon, with great views and a pathway for strolls or exercising. The lagoon itself is a nature preserve site with the wetlands that extends south of Walvis Bay up to the salt processing works. At the salt processing works, salt is extracted from seawater by evaporating the water in huge flat lakes that turn pink when the salt concentration is high enough. Going further south than the processing works, you can see Pelican Point and Sandwich Harbour, but you will need an off-road vehicle and you will need to know where to go. There are a range of tour operators in Walvis Bay that will gladly assist you in seeing these spots, as well as other difficult to reach locations in various levels of luxury. Keeping the ever-creeping sand dunes at bay, there is a fence and line of trees and reeds on the windward side of town. The outer layer of houses are of course more affected by sand from the desert. Water for the town comes from the Kisep River, and the wastewater is first processed and then pumped back into the desert on the east side of town. Because the water is cleaned, there is hardly any smell. A drive along the edge of the water affords many great photo opportunities of flamingo and other aquatic birds, as well as contrasting views of the desert sands and green reeds. Further eastwards from Walvis Bay is Dune 7, which marks one corner of the dune belt that stretches between Walvis Bay and Swakopmund. Walvis Bay is home to more normal working class people too, living in suburbs like Narraville and Kisepmond. In colonial times, these neighborhoods were segregated based on race, and while today there is no racial segregation, people still like to live in areas where the general culture matches their own. Narraville has some of the most stunning views of the desert surrounding it, and it is expanding rapidly with new streets being added almost overnight. Kisepmond is expanding even more rapidly because there is a constant influx of people looking for jobs and a lot of government money being allocated to housing subsidies. The town of Walvis Bay itself is quite industrially oriented, with fishing factories and shipyards taking advantage of the naturally deep harbour. Transport of bulk goods happens from the port via road and rail to central southern Africa. Supporting those industries are of course the engineering shops and various factories. Due to the beautiful nature surrounding Walvis Bay and the German buildings from colonial times in Swakopmund, Walvis Bay is becoming more popular as a tourist destination. Tourists and locals alike love the waterfront of Walvis Bay, where you can eat world-class foods and maybe buy a souvenir of your trip. Thanks for watching the whole video. If you are interested in Walvis Bay, you are quite welcome to contact Awesome Chapters. Just look us up online.